Happy Easter from us to you, she wrote in the caption of an Instagram post shared on April 20 of her family gathering, which also featured Oliver's girlfriend, Shantae Perenata. "We're missing Jax, who is in Hawaii for a volleyball tournament, and grandson Oliver Jr." The former diamond holder posted a few other highlights from her weekend as well. She got in some much-needed snuggle time with her granddaughter, who was born in January 2025. "This is what it's about," she shared alongside a video of her chatting with Valley. She also brought Jade to get his ears pierced. "I caved in," she wrote in an Instagram post from the same weekend. Garcelle's restful Easter weekend comes shortly after she spent some time with her youngest sons at her second home in Malibu. As Part 3 of the RHONJ Season 14 reunion was airing on April 15, Garcelle posted a cryptic quote on her Instagram feed. "You changed, Dee. No, I healed. I learned. I grew. I set boundaries. I stopped settling. I put myself first," the message read. She also reportedly unfollowed her RHONJ castmates, except for friends Kathy Hilton and Jennifer Tilly. Her longtime bestie, Sutton Strack, reacted to the social media move in an exclusive statement to Page 6. "I can only imagine that she needs a clean break right now," she told the outlet. "I love her and am giving her the space she needs." The Sutton concept owner added, "I know that she is going to move through this next chapter with grace and success. Jax and Jade's last year of high school is next year, and I want to be a part of that," she said in her Instagram statement, noting that Jade is also doing more modeling. "And Jade is starting a new career, and I want to be a part of that too." She added, "Secondly, I have the most exciting projects that I am developing, producing, and acting in. I can't tell you anything right now, but you'll know soon." In the world of reality television, where every moment is magnified under the unrelenting gaze of the camera, the lives of the stars often weave intricate narratives of triumph, heartbreak, and personal growth. Among the many personalities that have emerged from the beloved Real Housewives of New Jersey, Gia Giudice stands out not just for her familial ties, but for her candid reflections and the unique perspectives she brings to life's challenges. Recently, Gia opened up about her fears surrounding crossing state lines, specifically from New Jersey to New York, and the implications that linger in her mind. The weight of experience growing up in the Giudice household has undoubtedly shaped Gia's worldview. From a young age, she has navigated turbulent waters that many teenagers can only imagine. Family struggles, legal battles, and the widespread media scrutiny that followed her parents have painted a reality that is both surreal and overwhelming. In her candid moments, Gia speaks about her childhood with remarkable insight, understanding that every experience, good or bad, has contributed to her identity. She recently shared her apprehensions about what it means to cross state lines, a phrase that might seem innocuous to many, but comes laden with personal significance for her. "You think you can just go to New York and have fun, but it's not just a jaunt across the border for me. It's about the fear of the unknown, of what that crossing might bring up," she explained in a heart-to-heart on social media, resonating with many of her followers who understood the depth of her concerns. A symbol of freedom and fear. For Gia, the idea of crossing from New Jersey to New York is rife with symbolism. It's not merely a geographical shift, it represents the duality of freedom and fear. On one hand, there is the allure of new experiences, the excitement of urban exploration, and the enticing lifestyle that New York City promises. On the other hand, there is a palpable anxiety associated with stepping into unfamiliar territory, both literally and metaphorically. While New York is often dubbed the city that never sleeps, it can also feel like a place where secrets are exposed, where life moves at an exhilarating yet overwhelming pace. "You're F-kid," she quipped, using humor to mask the weight of her feelings about the unpredictability of life outside her comfort zone. This phrase, while blunt, encapsulates a universal fear, the fear of losing oneself or being thrust into situations beyond one's societal expectations. Growing up in a family that has experienced its share of public scrutiny, Gia carries the weight of expectations on her shoulders. The Giudice name comes with a legacy that is inextricably linked to both fame and scandal. Her mother, Teresa Giudice, is a staple of the reality television landscape, and that iconic status brings with it the pressure to uphold a specific image. As she contemplates her own path, Gia reflects on how public expectations often clash with personal desires. The act of crossing state lines becomes not just a simple journey, but rather a significant step into adulthood, where family dynamics, societal perceptions, and personal ambitions intersect. Every time I think about going to New York, it's like I'm carrying my family's history with me, she mused, encapsulating the dual burdens of pride and anxiety. Personal growth amidst fear. Despite her fears, Gia is no stranger to the idea of pushing through discomfort for personal growth. As she has matured, she has become increasingly aware of the importance of confronting her anxieties rather than shying away from them. In her reflections, she emphasizes the necessity of venturing into the unknown, both as a way to discover herself and as a challenge to face head-on. Her experiences have taught her that fear can be a catalyst for strength. Every person has a story. Every fear can lead to something profound. I try to remind myself that stepping outside my comfort zone, even if it's just crossing state lines, can lead to amazing experiences, she said, encouraging her followers to embrace their fears rather than let them define their choices. The influence of friendship and community. Gia's journey isn't one she has to face alone. She draws strength from her friendships and the communities she has cultivated. In an era where connection is often found digitally, she has managed to create meaningful relationships that bolster her confidence and support her journey. Through shared experiences with her peers, both in and out of the limelight, she recognizes the importance of having a solid support system. Reflecting on her close friendships, Gia mentioned, "Having friends who understand what I've been through and still have my back makes all the difference. It gives me the courage to take those steps across that line." Together, they cultivate an environment where vulnerability is celebrated, allowing each to face their fears collectively. The road ahead. Embracing change. As Gia navigates the waters of young adulthood, her reflections on crossing state lines serve as a metaphor for embracing change. The journey from New Jersey to New York takes on deeper significance as she looks towards the future. Each potential crossing symbolizes new opportunities, whether they pertain to her education, career, or personal pursuits. In sharing her fears, Gia has opened a dialogue about the complexities of growing up in the public eye, while grappling with personal insecurities. She embraces her journey with an awareness that fear does not dictate her path, but rather adds color to her narrative. "Life is about the highs and the lows," she said. "It's about learning to dance in the rain while finding your way, even if it means feeling a little kid along the way." Conclusion: the journey continues. Gia Giudice's reflections on her fear of crossing state lines speak to a broader human experience, one that emphasizes the tension between comfort and adventure, expectations, and authenticity. As she continues to grow and navigate this journey, her courage to confront her fears serves as a poignant reminder that every step, whether in familiar or unfamiliar territory, contributes to the unique tapestry of life. With each endeavor she undertakes, Gia reaffirms her commitment to self-discovery and empowerment. Her fears may linger, but they no longer define her. Instead, they fuel her determination to embrace whatever lies ahead. The journey across state lines becomes less about the physical act and more about the emotional courage it emboldens within her. In a world filled with uncertainty, Gia Giudice embodies resilience, showing that the road may be daunting but holds the promise of transformative experiences that can shape a brighter future.